Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I hope everybody is really doing well. So, guys, what are we doing, guys? We are printing our Bitcoin long from yesterday. Live stream is going nuts. I mean, the way it's playing out, it's amazing, guys. Congratulations. Wow. Finally, we are printing, guys. Yesterday, I mentioned that, what if this is like a fake out, and now we are already having a breakout. Also, if you remember, the plan for the USD dominance, even though I was not feeling like, I mentioned that there is a likelihood it is bullish. There is a possibility. I was not sure what exactly and how it's going to play out. But eventually, we were knowing that it's going to dump, and that's exactly what it's doing, guys. So congratulations. And for those who have played out. So first of all, just tell me, how is my voice? Because this is what I'm having a new mic using. And basically, I'm loving it. The way the mic is really good. The color is vibrant, and it comes with a colorful LED. Basically, it's looking amazing, basically, to me. So I think Bitcoin can literally pump it up to $64,000, and that is where my next profit targets for BTC would be. So ladies and gentlemen, just hold your bags longs for Bitcoin, ladies and gentlemen, and let it ride. We have we have also took a liquidity. We have swept the highs. Basically, that confirms that this was some sort of a bottom around $56,000. And whosoever is shorting, whosoever has shorted it, got wrecked. I mentioned yesterday as well, do not short it. Do not look for any shorts. And those who shorted it, oh my God, I don't know what's going to happen to them. But BTC just played out the way we wanted to play out, and I'm so happy. How many of you guys took the longs, guys? And how many of you made a very good amount of money? We are going to the biggest resistance right here on the 15 minutes time frame. 63,087 is one of the biggest resistance. You see the volume. The white candle denotes that the breakout is with a huge volume. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at H1 resistance with 16 rockets. Basically, this is one of the toughest resistance we can have on Bitcoin, which is around 63,181. So practically speaking, ladies and gentlemen, as I mentioned, everything is going to pump. Even if I mentioned yesterday, once Ethereum flip Monday highs, you should long. And that was the perfect signal for you guys to long it. I gave it yesterday. I mean, I can't give a lot of trades because I'm already having a Bitcoin long position, so I only play one position at a time when I'm playing a little bit slightly, on the higher side. But overall, that was not the biggest position I had on BTC. It was a very small one based on what I wanted to have. But overall, I'm really happy the way it has played out, guys. So why is everyone, so silent? I mean, just tell me something, guys. What are you doing? How are you feeling? How is this pump? And I hope you are riding with me on this because I posted yesterday when I finished my live stream. I posted it on my corner that yes, I took this strong. I took this long, and our stop loss would be this. In case even if it loses 63,160 on the H1, we will close it manually, but it never ever closed actually. Are you able to hear me, guys? Hey, thanks, HP. Thanks. I'm feeling so nice, and it's looking really good actually. The way we are pumping, and I'm feeling good about it. Ethereum perfectly playing out. Rune breaking out over here. I mean, this is one of the best chart I can ever have it. Rune is like breaking out over here, and in case we go for a retest like this, maybe like a retest of this, I would like to see Rune doing something like this. 1 2 1 2, and then most likely run it up to 6.8 6.5, and that's what Alts will rally, guys. As I mentioned, oh my God, alts are literally going nuts. It's just want to go straight away to $619 billion without any pullback, and which makes it more bullish than I ever thought. basically, I mean, this is like the most bullish sign for us, and in my view, so we are literally going to $620 billion. It's not going to stop, guys, and also are going to soar another 5 to 6% minimum. And if you talk about the Pepe trade, Pepe is also breaking out very nicely. As I mentioned yesterday, from here, this was a breakout, a small breakout happened around 75 for those who took it. But now, if I really want to take a trade on Pepe, I wanted a retest of 831. Give me a little bit retest so that I can long it. And my type of targets for Pepe would be around 993, and I can even look for on a hard side of 1061. Pepe is looking good. Rooney is breaking out. Talking about the Bitcoin dominance, so let's just have a look at the Bitcoin dominance is breaking down, which is a very good sign. I mean, because it's a bearish engulfing candle. So what would you expect more of that bearish engulfing candle, basically? So if you just look at here, the bearish engulfing candle is just on the weekly time frame is just like a piece of a cake for this whole thing. Even if you just pump it up back towards 57.5 to even you like 57.5, basically what I think is it's gonna end up a little bit more choppiness like this, and it's gonna end up like this, dumping back down to 56.2, and later on maybe push up like this, and then further breakdown. In my view, something like this. This would be very good, but then it can also do something like this, one more down like this, one more push up, just a swing filler pattern, and afterwards it's go down. But overall, I'm expecting on the lower time frame to dump it back down to 56.3% levels. Overall, guys, I think Ethereum is not bullish yet, but yes, a pump is expected. The pump was expected yesterday. I mentioned once it flips the Monday highs, you should simply buy. You should simply go in. Sometimes you really don't need a trade. Sometimes you just have to follow the levels, and when you follow the levels, you literally don't miss to make it. And that's exactly what we did. I mean, we did not miss it. We just longed the 15. It just broke above 59.5, flipped above 59.5, and now it's going on. I'm feeling really good about it, actually. So I think Ethereum is gonna do like a double top sort of thing. Bitcoin is already doing it, but if you just look at from the daily perspective, yes, now this is a little bit worry sign. I'm honestly speaking, because as I mentioned yesterday as well, that if you look at from the perspective of the hard time frame, so let me just say, I mean, 63770 is like a big resistance, guys. I don't expect it to probably pump it up from here to $68,000. Possibility is there. I'm not denying this might be the wave 2, and we just initiating a bigger impulsive move towards new all-time highs as well. Possibility is always there. I'm not denying any facts over here, but the way I see is, as I mentioned previously as well, I'm just going to delete the WXY for now, but this can be a case of a double top. This can be a case of what we've seen previously as well. After a sharp move on the downside, you normally get like a double top sort of thing. So practically this is like a deviation towards 63.7, and maybe come back down like this towards either making new lows, or it's just simply going to be like testing the 786 Fibonacci levels. This is going to be like wave A, wave B, irregular expanded flat, wave C, something like this, a little bit more accumulation, and then we run it back up to the new all-time highs. Possibility is always there, ladies and gentlemen. So there are two possibilities over here, the bull case scenario and the bear case scenario. The bear case scenario is we go for a deviation, we deviate, we chop, have a little bit more choppiness, and we start dumping down like this. So that's the bear case scenario that you have. You can just take a screenshot of this chart. I'll post it later on as well. So that's the bear case scenario that I have on a Bitcoin. So I'm just simply gonna name it over here. Just give me a moment. Bear case LTF. So that's a lower time frame bear case scenario for Bitcoin, and the bull case scenario for Bitcoin is simply, in my view, that's your bear case scenario, guys. And the bull case scenario would be irregular expanded flat, which would be A. This is wave B over here. We go to 0.70 the Fibonacci levels, maybe around 64.9. It can extend to 64.9, and we go for something like this for irregular expanded flat. We hold it, and then we can run it up to new all-time highs, making new all-time highs So this is a possibility. So basically speaking, this is a dump. Probably we might just get it in September, and a little bit more sideways choppiness. A small dump happens in September, and after 16, 17 September, after the lunar eclipse, we just start pumping up towards, as I mentioned, to new all-time highs. So practically speaking, this is your bull trend. This is your LTF bull case for Bitcoin. Yeah, it broke out, my friend. It broke out, but it just needs a little bit more volume. But overall, I'm happy with the Pepe, guys. I'm really happy. So you need it to just close above the breakout, and then you can just long the retest. But I'm really want to see how the daily is going to close on the Rune. If Rune literally gave us a closure above, because the volume is pretty much good, and give us a retest towards 3.8, 3.78, yes, I'll take a long, and I'm expecting it to push it up towards 6.6, 6.8. Can be a good investment in my view. So this is what we have for Bitcoin, actually, ladies and gentlemen. The bull case scenario, the ultra bull case scenario for Bitcoin would be the way we have seen past, or have to say historically. The ultra bull case scenario would be that it just simply goes for like this straight pump up, accumulate, a little bit chop, and then further run up. Similarly, we have seen it here as well. A pump up. Once it flips it, once the previous all-time highs, basically not previous all-time highs, but the previous highs flips into support, we just run it up like this. Similarly, yes, I would give it the Pepe trade as well, inshallah. So if you really want to go up higher, you want it to just hold these levels. Once it holds these lows for the range highs, yeah, we can just simply run it up towards 886, maybe like $68,000. Can even go to $69,000, and then probably this is going to be like a wave, some sort of a 5 waves over here. Then for the Bitcoin, this is going to be the ultra bull case scenario for the Bitcoin, which in my view, which is a possibility, but it doesn't add up to my wave count, because what it would mean is that we already got a wave 1, we already got the wave 2. This is your wave 1, this is your wave 2, and the new all-time high is going to be your wave 3. You're going to form like a diagonal, actually. So that bigger diagonal is also a possibility in my view. So I'm not denying the fact that it can't do it. But yes, in case if we flip the 62,900 on a daily or 12 hours time frame, if we just probably give it if we can hold above 62.9 for like 24 hours, I do think that the prices can literally soar up towards 67.6 and maybe even to $69,000. So practically that way you can make buy more on confirmation, actually. So right now at this point, anything above 62.9 is like a take profits for me. So if you really want to take profit, you can take it because we already took partials around, as I mentioned, we already took partials around 62,000 something, and now we are going to 62.9. So practically speaking, this is the ultra bull case scenario for Bitcoin. For Pepe trade, just in case if I'm slipping, because it's my time for bed, in case if I'm slipping, and in case if I'm unable to give you the trade, but this is what you should be doing for Pepe, and that's how you should be playing it. In case if I am playing Pepe, where is my Pepe chart? It's there. It was supposed. But tell me one thing, guys. How is my voice now with this mic? Is the voice better than the previous mic that I had, or the voice not better than the previous mic? Can someone tell me, so that I feel confident about how the voice is. Okay, so if you look at on the Pepe chart, ladies and gentlemen, so even though Pepe is not having a bigger breakout over here, but yeah, it has a 1 second, let me just perfect now. So if you see here, you really want you saw Pepe already had a breakout. Let me just have a logarithmic chart. Yeah, already have a breakout. You want to close above, you want to close above this line that we have around 0.0832. So you really want to see that we are closing above this. So once we close above, we close a daily above. Yeah, you can expect a little bit more push up, and then a retracement or a retest pullback like this, and then we can run up. So that's where our buy that it would be around here. This is where we're gonna buy, in my view. So that's how you should play, just in case if I'm slipping and something like that. But this is how you should play Pepe trade. Not for now. You need to really wait for it to close so that you don't get trapped in a fake out. So wait for the daily close. Once you get close daily above, it will be very, very nice for you to go in, because if you remember, we had a closure, but then it was like a fake out a round top, and then we further dumped on the downside. So practically you really don't want to see a round top again. So in case if Pepe flips, here, we close above, you can expect the price to soar, in my view, for like 50 to 60%. Can even pump it up to make 1600 Fibonacci levels for 150% move on an upside. Poster is always there, but as I mentioned, you wait for just a little bit daily closure so that you don't get trapped in like a fake out, fake breakout. So just wait for the daily. Once it closes above, 829 or 830, depending on various exchanges. On Binance right now, it is at 829. Maybe on Bybit it is slightly different, but overall, this is what the level is. You just have the charts and view it logarithmic. Draw the trend line from the highs to this lower highs, and that you will see a deviation, and we dumped. So that's the line, that's the trend line that we are having for the Pepe. Okay, my friends, just want to tell you another chart for Solana. I think we checked Solana as well. Let's check it once more. Perfect. Solana, as I mentioned, I just want to see the golden pocket zone, which is roughly around 153.5 to 155. And after that, I'm expecting Solana to dump more towards 130 to 126. So that's what I'm expecting for Solana. And it's perfectly going as per the plan. No changes. AVAX is looking so nice. For not buying right now, but yeah, it is looking so nice so that we can really buy on the dip, because it's just literally our plan perfectly played out previously. But if you just look at here on AVAX, what I can say, the only thing I can say on AVAX is, hold on, let me just, perfect. So we are likely going to retest the range lows around 27.2. What I can say for AVAX is this is A1 or maybe A, B, and this can be wave C, but the volume is rising, which means this is wave 3. We're going to reject. So if you really want to play some short scalp, you can short it from 27.5 to 27.9. With your invalidation above 29.28, you can short it. I'm giving you this scalp over here, which I'm going to take it. Very risky one, the way I took it Bitcoin. So I'm just giving another scalp over here on the live stream. Okay, the DCA box is gonna be here. That's the DCA box. So that's where you DCA anywhere from 27.57 to 27.57 exactly. This level, yeah, it's a good level. Yeah, 27.5. I'm just gonna put my DCA box from here. Perfect. So that's your DCA zone, 27.57, so 27.6 to 27.9. That's what your DCA is. And let me just put slightly down. Or you can DCA 28 as well, no problem. Your stop loss would be 6.5%, guys, 29.6. You can also have 28.8 as well for a very tight stop loss. Would be nice. And your take profit target's not going to be lows, but your take profit targets are going to be the support, which is going to be around 24.5. It is going to give you 3-hour setup. Even if you can make 1 hour with this trade, you can take profit and you can run. Basically, it's a very good scalp. I know, because that's like retesting the breakdown, because whenever we get a good breakdown, and whenever we get a good breakdown, we get a retest, we reject. We go for a retest, we reject. So you're gonna get that rejection here as well. Yeah, so BTC broke 63,250. That is not good levels in my view, but what is important is the 702 Fibonacci levels, which is around 63.738. So what you really want to see is, yes, I'm expecting 63.800 over here. That's where would be my take profit targets for Bitcoin. And for bullish continuation, if you really want Bitcoin to be bullish, you want Bitcoin to pump it back towards straight away. Right now, I want Bitcoin to pump to 64.9 and reject from there, hold or give a retest of 62.8. We hold 62.8, 62.5. We hold there and we continue towards $69,000. So just in case if somebody misses it, how would you play it? I mean, if you really want to be very, very bullish, let it go to 64.9, then come back down as a retest, give us a retest, and then go for like a big upside towards, you know, $68,000 and maybe $69,000. So you won't miss a move actually. But yes, definitely, you know, this is very, very close to my take profit target. So I'm just going to keep updating you when I take profits for the balance trade that I'm having for Bitcoin. Made a good amount of money, guys, over the live stream. I hope you also made it. Ethereum plan perfectly played out to the point. You know, you see mention this was the perfect plan. I mean, double bottom, Monday mid is going to hold, flip it the Monday highs, and we're going to pump it up. Perfectly played out. A lot of alts are looking good, but AVEX is one of the alts that I like to short. It is very risky, guys. So play with half the risk you played for Bitcoin. That's what I'm going to do. Matic is also looking amazing. The recovery for Matic is so nice. And yeah, definitely it looks so amazing to me. Let me give you the support resistance over here. Yeah. You see, I mean, it just flipped the support as well. I mean, the resistance as well. But what I feel is it can be nice short, you know. It can be a nice short, maybe just something like this, and rejection would be a nice short for Matic. So I just want to wait for it to lose it. Once it loses the 5059, I will short it, or maybe, you know, it just forms a inverse head and shoulder, something like this, inverse head and shoulder for Matic, and we just flip it up, and bull case would be just going up like this. So for now, I think Matic is looking really good. Why? Because it on the daily time frame, it's also having a bullish wolf waves. You know, that's a perfect bullish wolf waves. Lot of alts formed that bullish wolf waves, guys. Honestly speaking, and it's a perfect breakout that we are getting it right now. Similarly, I think one of the alts that we noticed was, or having a bullish wolf wave, I think it was Aave, I think. I don't know which alt we discussed on the live stream, but one of the alts was having a clear bullish wolf waves breakout. I just don't remember which alt was that. I just don't remember which alt was that. Anyways, but the lower term time frame for Aave is absolutely, if you just check the logarithmic chart, I mean, just look at the beauty of Aave actually, and look at the targets. I mean, what if this is just like a wave 2 actually, and this is like, you know, wave 1, wave 2, wave 1, wave 2, and we are now starting a bigger bull run for Aave to $1,200 retest and pump it up to $4,000, maybe even $3,000, and then rejection happens and go for like a bull bear market, and then one more push up like this, and then kalas, we come back down to $100. Just imagine, I mean, how much money we can make it actually with the Aave. For those who got it around $89, $90 Aave, I think you should hold it, guys, even if it's a good profits. But if this is really a bull run for Aave, if this is really the ultimate bull run for Aave, you're gonna make good amount of money. So your stop losses would be around $100, guys. You should write with the stops at $100, because $116 or $114 is your biggest support on weekly time frame for Aave. So just in case, if I know a lot of guys in our community are riding Aave from $88, $83. So I would suggest don't take profits, you know, but it's up to you, because if I would be you, the opportunity is good on Aave actually at this point, because in case if it confirms that it's literally very bullish and it's going to play this way, then you're going to make really big amount of money with this Aave. You just have to hold it for like next few months. The bear case scenario would be, you know, as I mentioned, irregular expanded flat. it dumps like this. That's going to be the bear case. Hence, your stop loss will be $100. So in case if we do a deviation like this, and if you start rejecting for the irregular expanded flat from 158 to $159, you can of course always take profit around 120, 125. That way you can take profit. So yeah, I mean, you will slightly miss your profits, but the risk reward is amazing, if you really can hold it. There are bull case and bear case, so both the cases are really, really valid for Aave. Let's also check which alt. I mean, we checked it. It had a very good bullish wolf waves actually. I don't know which one was that. Maybe I just have to check the live stream once for yesterday. Maybe day before yesterday when we were discussing the DeFi chart. Okay, got it. So we were literally checking the total DeFi chart, which was having, this has played out, guys. My analysis has played out perfectly for comp, but I would say it has not played out per 100% because I really wanted to sweep the lows one more time, but it is holding the equilibrium. So now I would like to see a very interesting, a rejection, a retest of 43.7, forming a inverse head and shoulder and a continuation upside. It is also having a very good bullish wolf waves over here, as you can see. Very, very interesting bullish wolf waves. So that is DeFi, total DeFi. Yeah, which one was that? Perfect. So total DeFi, as I mentioned, one more push on an upside is what I want on total DeFi. And if you just probably look at the logarithmic chart on total DeFi, because logarithmic is something when we are talking about the bigger term time frames or higher term time frames, logarithmic makes more sense to me actually. And just look at here. I mean, we are just trying to flip the equilibrium, guys, which is a very good sign. And you really want to, once it flips here, in case if we flip, then we can long it. If not, then we can just wait for the wave 2, which is going to happen, because we have a very interesting, this is not a kind of a pennant, but the doji. So we had a doji, and after the doji, whenever the doji happens, you see whenever the doji happens, it fills the gap. Whenever the doji bounces off, after that it fills the gap. Every time the doji pumps, it fills the gap. So this is also going to get a fill. This is a very good fair value gap that we are having. So I'm very confident it's going to get filled. So I think we should not be FOMOing into DeFi at this point, even though it looks so amazing to me actually. Let's just check SNX. I think SNX is also looking good. Yeah, it already pumped up with an engulfing candle. It's had a perfect engulfing candle. The good part about the SNX is, that it just swept the lows, and it just gives me the vibe for Link actually. You remember the Link chart that we had? It's giving me so similar vibes, and it's like once we reclaim 1.42 as a support, for SNX, you flip it up here, we can look for a bounce towards $3 and maybe even 3.38, something like that. But that's a very good range that we are forming on SNX. So overall, it's looking great for me. For now, it's forming really nice. KNC. Let's check it out for the FI coins. KNC. TRX, guys. I mentioned yesterday, if you would like to put some money in TRX, I've already bought some TRX on spots. Not big, but very, very small. I've just put like 10K in TRX because it can do 7x, maybe 6x, just in case for bull run. And in case if not, it can dump like 20%. And simply, I'm gonna lose 2K, not much. But yeah, I mean, this chart KNC looks great. I mean, just wait for the daily closure above the white line, and once we close above the white line, we can just buy a KNC as well, because any retest for KNC can give you a probable pump towards an equilibrium or a minimum target of 0.7 to 0.71. Let's also talk about some of our investments that we made and are underwater. So first is Waves, Waves USD. So let's talk about the waves. Okay, even after a very strong downtrend on the waves, our plan for the waves was this actually. So what I see is a very good, round bottom for now, and I just want waves to reclaim the levels of 1.28. Once that level is reclaimed for waves, I simply think that waves can run it up to 2.36, and maybe it can push to the range highs as well for 3.3. That's where we can literally exit with a very 1 hour loss, or maybe like very much we can just play coin margins on Bybit, or maybe if not no coin margins, then we can just have a hedge with the USD perhaps. But I'll think about it. But just want to see it flip the 1.272. But for now, it haven't flipped, so just need to wait and watch. Dot, let's just talk about the dot. Dot is looking good, but dot is looking great as well. This is A, this is B, maybe 1 2 3 4 5. So this is A, B, C, A, B, C, A, B, and 1 2 3. Yeah, so even dot is like, in my view, what it can do is a slight push up, and dot can do like 3.3 to take the liquidity under this, because the liquidity is pending, and once it takes the liquidity, you can simply buy it up because it can run it like this. For now, I think dot is not looking that good at this point. Let's have a check on Atom. Atom is looking good. It's one of the best charts I've ever seen. Probably I'm gonna put some of my maybe 10k in Atom, because the structure looks amazing to me. It was like a fake out, as you can see. So I had a bullish wave count 1212, which did not play it out, and it just turned bearish, honestly speaking. Just give me a moment. These are very crucial levels actually. I'm just hiding it for now so that we can check it later on. Just look at this Atom and the wave count it has. So you see, this was the highs, A, B, C. So that was your wave. B over here, another A, B, C. That was wave, maybe some sort of X, and you got A, B, C. I don't know, like 1 2 1 2, or maybe this is a very nice A, B, C, because we have a bullish wolf waves. Practically speaking, Atom has every chance of being, I would say, bullish. It's so looking good about it, because we never took a liquidity on the hard side, which means that the liquidity is pending on an upside. So there is a huge liquidity build up over here, and we already took out every longs. So what it's gonna be something like this. What Atom should do. Let me just replicate this chart for Link, because I remember Link had an exact similar sort of a price action. You see, and what happened to Link later on. It perfectly played out. My 5 waves, it topped out as well. We identified the top. Just look at the Link as well. So this was the highs. It never swept these highs. You see, there was a liquidity. Everywhere it has liquidity. And what we did was, we got the deviation, we reversed, we went up straight to equilibrium, come back down, retest, and later on it pumped up like this. It is looking so amazing to me actually. For someone, maybe it might look dead, but looking to the Bitcoin dominance and the bearish engulfing candle it has, Atom is having every chance that it can do a similar sort of a price action like Link actually. Let me just delete every damn thing. Remove all the drawings. Have a parallel channel. And just set up a proper targets for Atom. Just set a clone. So when you clone it, you put an exact heights to the clone. Now I would not tell you my secret of this, what is the logic of this, but yeah, this is going to be your target for Atom. These are your targets. These are your minimum targets for Atom. Once it reclaims the range lows, I'm buying big on Atom. Even if I want to buy, I can buy right now and just forget about it. You know, for like, this is gonna be my trade for Atom. Just simply gonna put my stop loss like 33%, and I'm gonna take profit target would be around 465%. Can be a good investment. Just putting 10k over here, you can risk like $3,300 on 10k, but that $3,300 can really give you $46,500 profit. Isn't it that good actually? So that's a good investment actually. You know, that's a really good investment. This can be a good chart. So this is going to be very bullish. This is going to be like flip it up, and it's going to go wild. It's going to go here. Pullback is going to happen. Wave 2, and then we soar it up like here. Retest happens like this. We go for another run up, and like this we come back down. So that's what, you know, I think Atom can literally give us that 475% gains, guys. If you are of one of those guys who have, you know, capital, like a good capital, you can just put, you know, just whatever the risk you can afford to. It's a very high risk, but the reward is amazing. So in my view, it's a very good, you know, very good opportunity for Atom. I'm buying it right now on the stream on Bybit. Atom USDT. Done. You heard me? You hear me? Ta-da! Market buy. So I bought it. I bought 10k. Maybe in case if it flips green line, I'll add more actually. But definitely it's worth it. It's worth it in my view. So Atom is something you should be looking for. Yeah, thanks a lot, my friend Ahmed Muhammad in WLD World Coin. I think he's talking about Wild or World. Let's see what it is. It's this coin is looking dead. Even though it looks good for a bounce on daily, and even though it looks good for a bounce on the weekly time frame because of it flipping the range lows like this, you see it is flipping the range lows here. So once it flips on the daily time frame, like 2 consecutive close above, I'm expecting it to push it up towards this zone, which is your very strong resistance, and from there it will reject and come back down. So yeah, you can still make with this coin, once it flips, gives you 2 consecutive close above, you can make 25 to 30% gains with this coin, but don't expect much with this coin, my friend. BMAX, at least for now, don't expect it till we flip even the red box. Once it flips the red box, then the party would begin, but for now, no. Now this coin is having a very good price action actually, but even if it has a price action, our plan was to hit 2414, which it did not for some reasons. We need to draw 2414 again. Let me just have a fibs from the lows. You see that's a 786 and 886. So it's a very, I would say, deeper pullback. Normally we never go to 886 unless, you know, and the volume was pretty much dead actually. One more thing is this was A, B, C, another A, B, C. That's where wave B was. We had wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So practically very, very high likely that the bottom is, bottom is in, very likelihood that the bottom might be in. What you want to see over here is go up like this, give us a retracement, for the wave 2. You buy here the wave 2, like forming an inverse head and shoulder, and with a stop loss beneath these levels, very tight stop loss. And once it reclaims this 1987, that's your neckline. So once the neckline is flipped, you double your position and you can let it ride like this. I don't expect it to sweep these highs for now. No, it is gonna make lower highs. So highs, lows, lower highs, lower lows, another lower highs, and unfortunately lower lows. So that's what I'm expecting it to, for BMX. But still, you can make good amount of profit with this. But yeah, HTF is still not looking good, like on very big HTF. Let's check the dead coin, ape. This is dead. This is dead. There is no bullish divergence for now. But yes, one thing what I can say is it's having a very good 3 drive. There is a bullish divergence, I agree. Price made lower lows and there is a very strong divergence. We are right now at a resistance of RSI based MA. So if you really want to be bullish, you want to do something like this. You long the retest, you long it and let it ride. So that's where you buy. This is where you buy. So with a little bit breakout, make higher highs so that we can have a trend shift. Till then, just have patience. But yeah, the weekly RSI is definitely looking great. And so do the trend. So, it can do something like EGLE did actually. I have a very strong feeling it will do something like what EGLE did. Very sharp, bullish wolf waves it has. And I want to see 5 waves. I don't want to see ABC. So what do you want to see? 5 waves. This is wave 1. That's your wave 2 already. Right now we are in wave 3. So you can expect wave 3 to around 78 cents or so. Wave 4. And then slightly push up for the wave 5. Maybe it can even just swing the highs. And then RSI is going to retest the RSI based MA like this. In the form of A, B, C, and pump. So you would buy around 60 to 61 cents on this level after it does something like this, not right now. So the last chart for tonight's stream is gonna be AVO. After that, I'm just gonna close it after checking BTC, or after just gonna update BTC one more time. AVO is I think this is like a dead coin to me, honestly speaking. Whenever we go very, very deep, it's so looking dead, at least for now. There is no sign of reversal, honestly speaking. Also, the bearish divergence is forming over here on the daily time frame. You see, very strong bear divergence is forming. Even though it is, what do you want to see for AVO? I don't want to see it like ABC. It should not be A. It should not be B or C, something like this, and then further dump like this. High, when it's form a bad divergence like this on the daily, yeah, it can do something like this. But just in case you want to be bullish, you want to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take the liquidity, you sweep this highs, and would confirm that the bottom is in A, B, C, and then you run up. So this is what the ABC you want. In my view, this is how it's going to play out. The first one, the bear case looks very likely because of the daily bearish divergence. It had gold. I think I mentioned regarding gold as well, our plan on the lower term time frame as well, and on the high term time frame. What did I mention? That I am bullish on gold. Actually, I'm expecting one more push on an upside, and in case if gold rejects or loses it, loses the red line, yeah, I would like to see a dump down towards 242. As I mentioned very, very clearly, if it loses the red line. But We never lost it, and now we are reversing it. Very good sign that gold is bullish. What would you do in this scenario for gold? So the bear case is not there anymore for now. What would you do, guys? I think what gold is or gonna do is it's gonna take a liquidity. So a little bit pullback, the way Bitcoin did, a little bit choppiness, and it's gonna break out like this. And then we will see another rejection and irregular expanded flag, something like this. So that's what in my view gold gonna do. The invalidation will be 2492. If we drop under 2492 straight away, yes, then we're gonna dump it back down straight away to 2432. But for now, I'm bullish. I'm having this bull count. The bear count will come into play. If you're longing, your stop loss will be under 2493.5. So the safest will be 2492. That should be a stop loss for gold. Your take profit targets would be 2538 and 2550. That's going to be your take profit targets for gold. The last thing, let's talk about the Bitcoin, guys, before I pack up. Yes, Bitcoin is going to my target of 63,783, guys, or 738. What I think for now is two possibilities, as I mentioned already, a bull case and bear case. The third one is the ultra bull scenario, which means there is no pullback. It just keeps on pumping. And by end of August, we literally go towards August opens of $65,000. Very, very easy peasy. And before, even if you just want to keep pumping to $68,000, you need to flip. It needs to flip this range highs of 62,800. As I mentioned, if it wants to pump like this, yeah, I need to flip it. So it will go to 64.9. It's going to be making a good support at 62.8. The price is going to accumulate between 62.8 and 64.9, and it's going to give a big breakout towards 69 and $70,000. So for me right now at this point, I'm going to take profits on my long scalp for Bitcoin around 63.7. Basically the perfect 70 Fibonacci level, 63,738. That's where I'm going to take profits fully. It was a very good scalp. I'm so happy with how we have played it. I don't want to be ultra greedy at this point. So because we are going to the biggest resistance on Bitcoin. So yeah, naturally I would want it to take profits. If it is very, very bullish, just give 24 hours and we're gonna flip the 62.8. We close up to 62.8 above. We can rebuy, of course, with a very tight stop loss on the 62.4. And you can ride it till 69,000, maybe 60, maybe even new all-time highs. It all depends. But that can be really, really easy way to play out. So I don't want to be greedy. I'm going to take profit. I've already set my take profit to 63,738. Slightly under 60,735. You can set it as well. Okay. So that's what the stream is. And I hope you loved it, guys. Just press the like button, share it. And if you would like to support my work, do trade on Bybit. Create an account on Bybit, guys. The link is mentioned, and because I have a partnership with Bybit, and whatever the bots and everything we are running or we are having it right now, Bybit is supporting. It's that the bot keeps on running actually. So Bybit pays for the bot actually. So that's all. Have a nice day and have a nice night. Thank you so much for how we have played it. AVEX, remember our AVEX short. I'm playing this AVEX short. It's a slightly risky, but yes, as I mentioned, take half the risk of what you take it on Bitcoin, because we don't want to give all of our gains over here. It's a very risky one, but yeah, I'm going to take it because it makes sense to me actually. The levels are pretty much good. I don't know where is my short actually. It was on Binance, correct? Where is my AVEX short? I don't see it. Was it on Bybit or Binance? Where the hell? Yeah. It's on Binance perhaps, and that's what you should be shorting around $27.7 to $28 with invalidation about $29. And with the take profit targets, maybe just target around 26.4, and you can target even 25.3, and later on 24.5. That would be target for AVEX. If it reaches first take profit target, you simply move your stops at break even. Okay. So that's a very good short I'm aiming for on AVEX, ladies and gentlemen. So that's all for today's stream. Have a nice night. Take care. Bye bye.